Hi boys, I have a video prepared on two more trigonometric ratios, which is sine and cosine. Very similar to how we dealt with tangent, except the only difference is we are incorporating the hypotenuse. Please have a calculator ready. We will be using it in the same manner that we did for the tangent ratio. So here I'm giving you a triangle ABC on the right, and we're going to be referring to the sine of angle A. Now sine always refers to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So the opposite side in this example is BC, which is the numerator. The hypotenuse is AB, that is directly across from the right angle. That's the denominator. Cosine, the only change is instead of comparing the opposite side, in the numerator for cosine, it's the adjacent side, which is side AC, and in the hypotenuse is AB. So both cosine and sine have the same denominator, which is the hypotenuse. To help you remember all three ratios, there is an acronym referred to as SOHCAHTOA, which I suggest you write down on this line here. Now, SOHCAHTOA, each of the letters has a different meaning to one of the sine ratios. So S refers to sine, O refers to opposite in the numerator, H refers to hypotenuse in the denominator. Cosine, C refers to cosine, A refers to adjacent, H refers to hypotenuse. TOA, T refers to the tangent, O refers to opposite, and A refers to adjacent. Now to get to the math with sine and cosine, we are going to be dealing with setting up different fractions and then simplifying them within the calculator, once again rounding out to 4 decimals. So if I wanted to figure out what the sine was of angle S, I would plug in opposite 63 is in the numerator over hypotenuse 65, which is in the denominator. And when you have your calculators ready, what you would do is you would type in 63 divided by 65 and hit enter. And we are rounding out to the 4th decimal, so that means we are rounding off to just the 2. So it's going to be 0.9692. Similar idea with the sine of R. We have R to the left. The opposite side of R is 16 over the hypotenuse is 65. And in your calculator, you would type in 16 divided by 65, and we are at about 0.2462. 0.2462. I believe that's what I said. Yeah. The last one is cosine. So if we're dealing with the cosine of S, the only difference is the adjacent side is going to go in the numerator. So if we're looking at angle S, the adjacent side is 16 and the hypotenuse is 65. And would you look at that? We already found that simplification right here. So we can just copy over that answer because that division isn't going to change. And when we deal with the cosine of angle R, the adjacent side is 63 and the hypotenuse is still 65, which again, we did that math already. 0.9692. A lot of this you're just going to have to rely on your calculator, but if you can do one of the questions, you can easily solve several other ones, noticing that the fractions are the same. I hope this video was helpful, and we will continue more so with the trigonometric ratios later on.